I was in A flight, 456 Squadron. Oh, we were gainfully employed, I suppose you'd put it that way. But when I joined the squadron, we trained, of course, as night fighters and RAAF Bomber Command, and the Americans, they were taking the war right to them. It wasn't until we got down the middle wallop that life became a little more interesting. Of course, at that time, the Germans were fighting on two fronts, and that's when Germany ought to sued for peace instead of that bloody old nutcase Adolf. He went on. He ruined his own nation. He should never started the bloody war. He was how you could ever get command of a country like Germany with all this brilliance background, and they went like sheep.
Air Force, what it is today, and paved the way before 1921, when the Air Force became the Royal Australian Air Force, a tribute to the history of your Air Force.
In 1914, they marched off to war with a gun and a mate by their side. And down through the years, their blood, sweat and tears earned these heroes their honor and pride. In 1939, again, it was time, and our fathers and sons turned the tide. And down through their blood, sweat and tears, their honor and pride. In 1950, our country was free, but our finest still sailed off to war. And down through the years, their blood, sweat and tears earned these heroes their honor and pride. In 1965, they were free and alive when we called our rescue to the war. And down through the years, their blood, sweat and tears earned these heroes the respect of us all. There are many motivations
so the tribute to the airmen and women that has made those that have made the Royal Australian Air Force what it is today, tracing the history from 1914 when they first marched off to war. Classic aircraft that represent
and I had
the Royal
a friend
Australian Air Force's
who
combat
wanted to go up to Speke, S-P-E-K-E, at Liverpool and see his girlfriend. And we had 3 Mosquitos at Cranfield, but they were all out training, and they gave me an old Beaufort. I've got a lot.
G'day, Cole. Ray Donaldson.
Hey, you old bugger.
Yeah, I've just been talking to this guy here about you, and I said, I know a bloke that used to fly these in the war. Yeah, and here you are, you crafty bugger.
And I got to altitude. It was only a short flight, really, and the bloody engine blew up. The cowling, it was a sleeve valve, Bristol Taurus.
Good grief, yeah.
And the cowling went, and 3 pots came off the engine and caught alight. And I thought, Jesus, somebody's going to bloody die here because we're over woods, timber. I thought they cut all the trees down for Nelson's Navy, but no, they were regrowing again. Anyway, we crashed into a field, a muddy field, where they were growing sugar beet.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, yeah.
And the
Probably the Land
farmer's
Army. The Land Army girls.
Yes! And the farmer came down, he was very nice, and he sewed up my friend. He was hot foot to see his girl. He had a cut up here and he bled. They washed him off, and he...
Just told you a story.
they washed him off and sent him on his way. Oh yeah, he was rampant.
Well, I bet he had a few ums and ahs when he got to see his girlfriend about this.
I think he was on a rutting expedition. And I don't blame him. Anyway, they picked me up and drove me back to Cranfield.
So Ray, were you an Ansett pilot?
I used to be. I was there for 30 years and then went across and worked for Nicky Lauda for a few years in Austria. So.
Industries and activities to be involved in, whether you own an aeroplane or not. You can feed on it, live on it.
Well, you certainly can, but I think you and I saw the best times in airlines. So
we did.
A lot different these days.
Yeah, they work for a living now. Well, I'm not going to find out. It had RAAF Rundles on it. And they had to make a phone call and say, hey, there's a German aeroplane getting around. Don't shoot it down!
Oh, it was actually during the war? During the war you flew one?
And my radar operator, he came with me. I said, you're mad. Oh, he said, you'll be all right. But I'd already just about killed him up in Scotland in a Beaufighter one night.
Oh, did you?
And he still forgave me.
Did he? Yeah. He must have had some trust left in him.
So is that one? What they captured a 110 and they were giving it a test flight to try and work it out and see what it was capable of?
Oh, they had several.
Oh, okay.
They had several. They had several German airplanes, and I've no doubt Germany had dozens of American and British airplanes.
They had a squadron with B-17s and stuff. You used to just sneak alongside the bomber formations and that.
Oh, really?
Oh, God! The special, Luftwaffe squadron.
They did. They carried on flying until very late in his life. And
yes.
he had a glider. You still fly, Cole?
Got his own aeroplane.
Oh yeah, I got an airplane. I got a RV6.
Okay.
He flew it down today because
It's a bit of a long flight.
Well, he's been coming down to this place so often.
Good judgment again, Captain.
It's wise to sit on the right-hand side. He might give me permission to drive it home. I don't know.